Hello, beautiful humans. I'm Jem Madrone, and today I want to talk a little bit about attachment because attachment, non attachment, and letting go are things that we hear very often in the spiritual community. And we can understand the concepts, we can understand the value of not being attached to things, and absolutely the value of letting go of past pains and traumas. But when we're really suffering, when we're really feeling those things that have been causing us pain, or the things that we're just really used to having in our life, whether they're helpful or not, when we're stuck in these things and someone tells us to just let go of it, what happens? Usually we're met by a shit ton of resistance. We hold on tighter. And often, to be honest, we just want to tell that person to fuck off, really, Hopefully we don't. But, we may want to, thinking that you don't understand, you don't get it, you have no idea, what I'm dealing with here. And so, even though it's well meaning advice, it often does the opposite of what it's intended. However, if we really look into our reaction and we go inward and we see how tightly we're holding on, that can just help us understand what it is that we're working with a little better. And, when we have these attachments to the past and when we have this extreme resistance to letting go, it absolutely is the ego holding on tighter. The ego holding on to the past, holding on to the things that it thought was keeping you safe, because really the ego is just misguided in its attempts to keep you safe. And so the ego is what holds on tighter. The ego is what resists the death of the old. And we can know all of these things. We can know that it's the ego. We can know that it is just our fear of letting go, our fear of the unknown. But even when we know these things, it can still feel impossible to let go of these habits, these thoughts, these memories, these beliefs about ourselves. And I believe that's because we're missing a step. And the step that's missing is honoring that the thing, the belief, the memory, whatever it is that we're trying to let go of. Honoring that thing that we want to release. And this missing piece is often overlooked because we don't want to see the value in it. We're maybe angry about it. We're angry that we've carried it around this long. We're angry that it happened to us. We're angry that we have to feel that pain every day. And so we don't want to see the value in it. We don't want to honor it. We just want to fucking let it go. But we can't. So the question is how to do that. And it absolutely is about honoring that thing that we're releasing, because it is a part of us. It is a part of our experience. It is a part of who we are today. And every one of those experiences has brought something to our life, some sort of understanding, possibly an inner strength, a deeper connection with ourselves. And even if we cannot really see exactly what we gained from that experience, we can still honor it. We can still say, okay, I see you. Thank you for whatever you brought into my life. And now I'm ready to release you. I'm ready to let you go and to move on. Um, and that can be done in ritual form, that can be done in meditation, that is absolutely done through intention. And there's lots of different ways to do this, from just a simple meditation to doing a fire ritual, or creating your own personal ritual that honors what it is that you're releasing, and then really honors that releasing process. And so when we remember this step, when we do this step of honoring what it is that we're releasing, we are completing the cycle, really. And then we can let that go. Then we don't even have to let it go. There's no physical trying to the letting go. It just dissolves on its own because it's been seen, it's been acknowledged, it's been released, and the process is complete. And so, whatever it is that you're struggling to let go of, and it may be many things, so just start with one at a time and really see that thing, honor that thing, know what it is, and in that honoring, then you can move into the release. The other part of attachment that I want to cover today, that I wanted to talk about today, is the attachment, how the attachment to anything can cause and does cause stagnation. So even if it's something positive, if it's a practice or a belief in our spiritual life, something new that we've been doing or something that we've been doing for years, and we find that we're very much attached to it, it often starts to feel like a weight if we really pay attention to it, because it has basically lost the power of it when it becomes habitual. And so, again, it's about honoring that practice or that belief by seeing the power of it, acknowledging what it has contributed to your life, to who you are, to your transformation, to your growth, and then also acknowledging when it is time to let it go and maybe move in towards a different practice, towards a different way of seeing life. Because this level of spiritual evolution that we're currently experiencing is all about movement. And spiritual evolution, growth, and change is always about movement. And so attachment to even these positive things can slow down our growth, can slow down our transformational process, because it just keeps us from seeing that next level, that next layer, that next understanding, that bigger picture. And so I also would just encourage you to look and see if there's places in your personal practices, in your belief systems, that you're ready to level up from, that you're ready to acknowledge, honor what they've given to you, and to release so that you can open up to that next thing that is calling you, that bigger understanding, and step into just a bigger a bigger living, we'll say, of yourself. And we don't always know what that will be, which is why we really hold on to what's worked for us in the past, because we're afraid of letting go of those things, especially when they've been our lifeline for so long. So it doesn't mean that you just stop meditating and you don't do anything. Perhaps it means you meditate with a different intention. You meditate with a different practice. You meditate and you ask, okay, show me that next level, that next practice, that next step, and just opening up to whatever it is that comes in for you. And so if you're really struggling with holding on to something that's not serving you, if you're really stuck in really any of these cycles of the awakening process and you want some assistance moving through it, then please private message me and we can talk and see if the work that I do with my clients would be a good fit for you. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for doing your work. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for the world. And if you have any questions, please ask them here in the comments, and just have a beautiful day. All right. Love you all.